Good afternoon, everyone. This is Kate and Chris from wheelsupnetwork.com, and thank you so much for joining us today. Today we have wonderful Esteban from Sandos Hotels and Resorts with us. But before we begin the presentation, I just want to remind everybody that for you to qualify for the price, and it's 5 nights stay for 2 adults and 2 kids at Sandos Caracol Eco Resort, you have to stay to the very end of the webinar. Also, if you do have any questions throughout the webinar, there is a chat box in your control panel. You can type out any of your questions there and we will answer them at the end of the webinar. Thank you and welcome, Esteban.
All right, thank you very much. Well, everybody, once again, my name is Esteban. I am the sales manager of Sandos Caracol, and today we're going to talk a little bit about what we have in store for everybody that comes and checks out our property. All right. Now, if everybody's ready, let's start. Okay, now this is a very cool picture of the property. It actually shows part of the beach plus the main pool and one of our areas of the property of our elite section. Let's go to the second one. Sandos Caracol is located in Playa del Carmen, which is about 40 to 45 minutes away from Cancun International Airport. You'll be able to see right here. So it's a very short drive, located right on the outside of Playa del Carmen. So from Sandos Caracol to Playa del Carmen to downtown area, let's say Fifth Avenue or the shopping centers, it's going to be about 10, maybe 15-minute taxi ride. And taxis charge about $14 to $15 per taxi, which can fit up to 4 people. All right, now here's a map of Sandos Caracol. So from the beginning, when you see it, it's very big. It's actually very big. We have 955 rooms total in the property, and the property is divided in different areas. I'm going to try to point them out using my mouse. So here, just to get your bearings, it's the main lobby of the property. Okay. On the left-hand side, we have our Select Club Adults Only section. It's for adults over the age of 18. And then on the top part of the property, this entire row of buildings, it's our family side of the property, okay? And then the picture that we saw is actually from here, where we have our Royal Elite section, which is buildings 1 through 11, the closest rooms to the main pool and the beach area of the property as well. All right. Now, just one of the cool things that we have in the property, besides the cenotes, we have 7 cenotes in the property. We also have a water park on the resort as well. And last but not least, we also, on the top part of the map, have an archaeological site. Now, access to the archaeological site, it's completely included for all of the guests, no extra charge. And we also, here at the lobby, have a small bike center, which you could get a bike and actually ride all the way around and see the archaeological side of the property. Okay. Now we're going to go a bit more into the rooms category of the property, so you'll see a little bit about what we have to offer of the property. And let's start with our basic rooms of the property, our standard room and our deluxe room. All right, standard room comes with a king size bed or 2 double beds, subject to availability. It's upon request. And then we have on the right hand side our deluxe room. Now the deluxe room is the room that always comes with a king size bed and always has a jacuzzi on the inside. So it's very cool if you like to get this room for a couple that likes to be on a king size bed. This specific type of room will be able to guarantee a king size bed. Okay, so we have standard and but this will be one of the few times that you will actually see these specific types of room because in Sandos Caracol, we're working on remodeling all of our family side in order to turn it into a more updated rooms, if we can call it that. And the rooms that we actually are changing from the standard and deluxe will be our eco signature collection rooms, starting with 3 categories, which is the Eco Superior, the Eco Family Suite, in the Eco Family Penthouse room. Now, this Eco Superior room, it's the one that's going to replace our standard room in the property. All of the rooms come with a king size bed, plus, as you can see on the picture on the right hand side, a double bunk bed. So instead of having um, to request either a king size or two doubles for this specific type of room, you will always get three beds, one king guarantee and two double beds in form of a bunk bed. Now, on the standard room and the deluxe room, we do not offer a Wi-Fi inside of the rooms. But on the Eco Superior room and on the Eco Signature Collection rooms, we do have free Wi-Fi completely included in all of the rooms. So that's one of the updates that we've done to the rooms themselves. Also, we've added 24-hour room service to the specific room categories. So from the get-go, yeah, our basic room on the property, our Eco Superior room will give you free Wi-Fi plus the 24-hour room service, which is actually very, very, very cool. We've also updated all of the furniture in the room, plus the terrace and the balcony are a bit bigger as well. Moving to our second category from our Eco Signature collection, it's our Eco Family Suite. Now, this specific room can fit up to 5 people. Keeping in mind on Eco Superior has the maximum occupancy of two adults to children. The Eco Family Suite has a maximum occupancy of two adults, three children, or three adults, two children. So this room, from the beginning, has been completely designed to cater for bigger families. Once again, the room will include a king size bed for the parents and also a separate room, as we can see right here in this specific area. This specific room is separated by a door, so the children will have a little bit of privacy, plus the adults will have a little bit of privacy. And it's a triple bunk bed. You get one bed up top, one in the middle, and it's a trundle bed on the bottom. So in this specific room, guarantee you will always get four beds, one king, two doubles, and a single up top on the bunk bed. All right. Now, taking a closer look to the terrace area of this specific room, we also get a plunge pool for the children to play around. So the children can stay in this specific area, relax, enjoy a wonderful afternoon if they just want to stay in the room. If they like to go outside, of course, we have plenty of activities, but the room is specifically designed to make everybody in the family completely comfortable. Also, this specific room has a double bathroom. What I mean when I say double bathroom, it's with two showers, two sinks, and two WCs. So it was, I'm pretty sure you've heard as a travel agent the request of bigger bathrooms and how come we have to share one bathroom. Well, in this specific room, you get bigger bathroom and everything's double so that the entire family can use it. Okay. And then moving to our last room of the Eco Signature Collection, it's our brand new Eco Family Penthouse room. As you can see from the pictures, it does look a lot bigger and it is bigger, a lot bigger. So it's standard as in all of the Eco Signature rooms. We have our king size bed for the adults. This is just a standard in all of the rooms. You do not have to request a king size bed on the Eco rooms. You will always get a king size bed. And this specific room has its own bathroom. So it's like a small apartment. Basically, this room, it's like the Eco Superior room, but without the bunk beds. As the bunk beds, as we can see on the second picture on the right hand side, are located on a completely separated room with its own triple bunk bed, like the one that we have on the Eco Family suite, which means that this specific room can also fit up to 5 people, being two adults and three children. But the difference is that on this specific room, uh, each of the bedrooms has its own bathroom. So the parents get their own bathroom and the children get their own bathroom. We also added 50-inch screens to both of the rooms. So the entertainment is full in this specific area. Of course, Wi-Fi, 24-hour room service included, And we also added on this specific category in both the rooms separate Bluetooth music networks. So if the parents would like to listen to some music on their room and the children would like to listen to some music on their specific room, they'll be able to do so, no problem. Okay. Now on this specific room, we do not offer the plunge pool as the space has been added to the inside of the room. So if you had kids and they like the plunge pool theme, they'll be having a lot of fun in the Eco Family Suite. If you like the more inside area of the property, they'll be easily happy on this Eco Family penthouse room. Okay, so the standard room that we saw and the deluxe room that we saw are going to be completely changed into our Eco Family rooms. Okay. At this moment, we are about halfway done with the project. Um, we're hoping to be completely done with this by the end of 2019. At this moment, by the way, there's no construction going on. Everything's completely fine and safe. But we are planning to remodel more of eliminate a little bit more of the standard rooms and deluxe rooms and turn them into eco rooms. All right, like I mentioned at the beginning, we also have an adult only section. The adult only section is for adults over the age of 18. They will have complete full access to the entire property, no problem. Just before I forget to mention that all of the adults staying on the family side of the room of the hotel, I'm sorry, will have access just to the family side of the property. They will not have access to the adult only section. And the adults on the adult only section will have access to the entire hotel, including the adult only section, plus the family side of the property. Okay, now in this specific area, we have three rooms. We have the superior room, deluxe, and penthouse room. The superior room, it's like very similar to our standard room in the property. You get either, as we can see in the picture right here, either a king size bed or two double beds, Wi-Fi completely included in the room as well, and 24-hour room service. Plus, you do get access to our beach club and premium alcohol in all of the bars. The next room category is our deluxe room. The deluxe room, it's very similar as the one that we mentioned before on the family side, in which you only get a king size bed. So this is a perfect room for couples anniversaries, or if the two adults would like to enjoy their stay and don't be bothered, this will be a perfect room. And then last but not least, of course, we have our Select Club penthouse room. Now, this specific room is bigger than the previous ones. You do get your own separate room with your own separate living area. And in this specific case, you do get a jacuzzi on the outside terrace instead of on the inside, like on the deluxe room. So for wedding couples or people that just like to enjoy their stay and have wonderful views when they enjoy a wonderful jacuzzi with a glass of champagne, this will be the perfect room. Okay, so just to recap, we have two rooms on the family side, which is a standard and deluxe rooms. Then we also have on the family side three more categories, which is our um, Eco Superior, Eco Family Suite, and Eco Penthouse Suite. And then on the adult only section, we have the Superior Room, Deluxe Room, and Penthouse Room. Okay. And then last but not least, as I previously mentioned, we have our Royal Elite section. Now, these are the most ecological rooms in the property. In the roof, we have solar panels in charge of warming up the water that you used to take a shower with. So that's actually very cool in the specific rooms. LED lighting through the entire in the entire room. You also get Wi-Fi completely included. Families are welcome in this room. So if you're a family, no problem. Really welcome you to the Royal Elite section. And being on the Royal Elite section, even though you come with a family, you have complete access to the entire property. So let's start with the rooms. We got the superior room, which comes with the two double beds, as you can see on the picture on the left hand side. Then we have the one bedroom suite. As the name suggests, you do get a big living space with a huge sofa bed, plus a separate bedroom with the king size bed. Of course, all of the rooms in the property have a balcony. And then last but not least, we have our Royal Elite penthouse room, which has a living area, a king size bed for the adults, plus you get a jacuzzi right next to the king size bed for the adults, which is actually very cool. So instead of having to be on the outside, you are going to be right on the inside using the jacuzzi with a window that lets you see outside. Okay, so the Red Elite once again are the most ecological rooms in the property with the solar panels on the roof. We also have the water treatment plant on this specific for these specific rooms, that the water that you use to take a shower with, it's completely clean and reused and sent back to the WC, and that allows us to save a ton of water in the property and allows us to be a more ecological property as well. Now, in this specific picture right in the middle, I'm pretty sure you see that we have a water dispenser. This is a standard in Sandos Caracol. We do not have bottled water in the property in any of the rooms. I know that technically when you go to any of the hotels, you do get your small setup with two glasses and two bottles of water. But in Sandos Caracol, we've completely eliminated the bottles of water and we keep 20 liters of water in each individual room for all of the guests to enjoy. Of course, the water is completely clean, and if you happen to drink the 20 liters on one sitting, which should kill you, you cannot do that. But if you happen to drink it all, we will replenish the water immediately. All right. So that's it for the rooms. Now let's move to the outside. So what to do once you leave the room? Because of course the rooms are really pretty, but you're not going to spend your entire day at the rooms. So let's start with the food and beverage area of the property. Here's a small example of the restaurants that we have at the property. Keep in mind that all of the restaurants in the property are first come, first served basis. No reservation required except for El Templo, which is our Japanese teppanyaki style cooking restaurant. The one that requires a reservation, and the reason being, it's because of the limited seating. If you've ever been to a teppanyaki restaurant, you do know that you get about 10 to 11 chairs per table, and that's the reason why we do require reservations for this specific restaurants. Here on the right-hand side, we have La Toscana, which is our Italian restaurant that opens through the entire day for breakfast and for breakfast and what's next? Lunch. For breakfast and lunch, you do get a buffet, but then at night it turns into an a la carte Italian restaurant. Then after that, we have La Laguna, which is our main international buffet in the property. Opens the entire day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner with set hours. And then we have Los Lirios right at the end. This specific restaurant, to be honest, is one of my favorite restaurants. It's our steak and fish restaurant, opens from 6 p.m. all the way to 11 p.m. And this specific restaurant, once the restaurant closes for dining services, it turns into the disco of the property. And yes, that means that in Sandos Caracol, we do have a disco, and it opens all the way from 11 to 2 in the morning for any guest in the property, regardless of where they stay, over the age of 18. Okay. Now, a couple of the updates that we've done to the property as well. Uh, we have a new vegan menu on Salvia. This is actually not just a vegan menu. Salvia, it's a complete vegan restaurant. It's actually perfectly located right in front of the ocean, as you can see right here on this specific picture. This is the view. It's not Photoshop. Like I've been in this restaurant, and you do get to see this through your meal. This specific restaurant opens at night. It's completely vegan a la carte, which means that you get to choose whatever you like to eat. And if you're not vegan, then think that vegan means only you eat a plate of soup and maybe some tofu and a salad. They have complete full course menus, including entrees, main courses, and desserts. To me, it's very, very hard to believe that they make an amazing chocolate cake at the vegan restaurant without using any milk or eggs or butter. It's just amazing. So whenever you come to Sandos Caracol, if you have the chance, please do enjoy the vegan restaurant at Sandos. All right. We also in one of the main areas of the property, we've added a small kids cafe where children can come and enjoy and feel like grown-ups when they're with their own specific area of the property. It's one of the areas that our kids club uses a lot to take children outside from the club and let them enjoy a little bit of the outside area of the property. And as I mentioned before, we've added complete Wi-Fi inner rooms in our select club room, or elite room, and signature eco collection rooms. Okay, now we're also part of a rainforest alliance, ringleaders, and travel life goal. Okay, and for a resort our size, which is 955 rooms, quite big, we have gotten one of the highest scores ever for them, which was as of last year 96.4%. At this moment, we are working on renewing our Rainforest Alliance certification, and as soon as we've gone over the 96%, of course, we'll post it as well. All right. Along to the activities. You do not only get to sit in your room and go to the restaurants. Of course, you like to do something different at the property. This includes the over 40 ecological activities that we have at Sandos Caracol. And I'm telling you this because they are all included. No extra charge, no nothing. It is only required that you go into our info center located very conveniently on our main path of the property, see at what time the activities start, and that's it. As an example, this is just a few of the things that we do at the property. We have guided tours. We have a very cool suspension bridge over a cenote, overlooking one of the biggest cenotes that we have in the property. Animal keepers, where you go through the property, feeding all of the animals with the kids. It's a very, very cool activity for the kids. We also have a sensory experience. If you like to get in touch with yourself and you, this is a must. It's very, very cool. I've done it, and it's guaranteed that will leave you thinking for the rest of your stay. We also have, of course, healthy cuisine through the entire property. Mayan shows as well. We actually have three Mayan shows, main shows at night, starting at 8:30. The first one, it's actually at the beach on Tuesdays. The second one is at the main cenote. This right here, it's the main cenote of the property called the Cenote Cristalino. And the third one, it's the fire show, as we can see on this specific picture, located on the archaeological side of the property. By the way, this cenote, main cenote of the property, open for everybody. You can actually swim at this cenote, no extra charge, no nothing. It is only required that you take a shower before jumping in. Open from 10 in the morning all the way to 5 p.m. As I mentioned before, you also get a bike trail to go around the property. If you like to go to your archaeological site, you could do so as well. And we also have another cenote completely different from the ones I mentioned before, where we do a Jade River experience where we actually jump into the cenote and do snorkeling. And it is a completely natural cenote, so you will see a couple of fishes and turtles. It's one of our most famous activities, is one that people really, really like, enjoy the most. And yoga sessions, of course, we do them through the day, generally early in the morning. I'm sorry. And the ones that I've seen lately have been at the beach. So just think about the view and doing a yoga session. You will feel extremely relaxed once you're done. All right. And I didn't mention the little face that we saw on the left hand side of the previous one, but one is for our main celebration of Sandos through the year, which is Day of the Dead. I'm pretty sure that if you heard about Mexico, you've heard about the Day of the Dead celebration. This is something that we do on November 1st and 2nd, and definitely is a must. If you really would like to get involved with the culture, with what this specific date means for the Mexican people, this will be the perfect location for you to do so. You could arrive a little bit early, see the setup, see everything, and through that specific 2 days, it's nothing compared to what you've seen in any other place. It's just an amazing, amazing, amazing activity, and it's through the entire day. It's not just like a big show and that's it. Like we do activities pretty much from the beginning of the day all the way to the night for both of the days. So if you do have the opportunity to come, this will be perfect for everybody. And I don't know if you remember, but I did mention that we have an aqua park at Sandos Caracol. Yes, we have an aqua park, and it's quite a big one. It's we have 29 slides on this specific water park, and you'll be able to see pretty much most of them in this specific picture. We have 17 of them, which are the little small one for small children. Then we have five intermediate, or let's call it intermediate children. And then, of course, we have the big ones for bigger children. And I say bigger children because everybody screams the same when they're jumping out of a speeding slide. So parents, of course, are welcome in this specific area, as you're able to see in the pictures. But the big and the middle slides do have a height restriction. Please keep this in mind, as it's very important. We do not have an age restriction. It's only a height and weight restriction. For the middle one, it's 3 feet and 7 inches with a maximum weight of 287 pounds. And for the big one, it's a minimum height of 4 feet and 3 inches with the same maximum weight of 287 pounds. And this has been designed for the safety of you, of course. We don't want nothing bad to happen to you. And so just keep in mind these specific measurements. All right. Now, moving along, we cannot forget one of the main parts of everything, which are children, of course. And like I mentioned, we do have a big kids club in the property. Now, the kids club opens from 10 a.m. all the way to 10 p.m. So that's 12 hours straight, where the children from 4 to 12 years old will be able to enjoy a lot of activities and games and a lot of cool things that they could do at the property. It's very important that this is not a babysitting service. The parents are required to stay in the property while the children are at the kids club. If they decide to go into, I don't know, leave to Playa del Carmen or do something different, then this will be a babysitting service and it will require an extra charge. But access to the kids club completely included daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Children from 4 to 12 years old. All right. And now, just to wrap it up, of course, it's very important for us that you become a Sandos Smart agent to keep in touch with everything that we do, not only in Sandos Caracol, but in all of the properties that we have in Mexico. We actually have four properties in Mexico, starting in Sandos Caracol. Then we have Sandos Cancun, which is about 15 minutes away from Sandos Caracol, so it's located at the Riviera Maya as well. We also have the Sandos Cancun property, which is, as the name suggests, located right in the middle of the hotel zone in Cancun. And last but not least, of course, one of the prettiest hotels you'll ever see will be our Sandos Finisterra property. Okay, so if you get the chance, please join our Smart Agents program and we'll be able to give you a lot more information about this. We also have great travel agent rates through the entire year. It is going to be just a matter of you letting me know you like to travel to the property. The travel agent rates start at $70, $65 per person per night, depending on the time of year that you like to come um, to Sandos Caracol, of course. And that's it. I would like to thank everybody that stayed through the entire presentation. Thank you very much. I hope that you really like what you saw today. And of course, if you'd like to contact me directly, my email address, it's sales.caracol, as the name of the property, at sandos.com. So sales.caracol@sandos.com. Once again, my name is Esteban Gallego. I'm the sales manager of Sandos Caracol, and thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Esteban. It was an amazing presentation. Actually, we do have some of the questions. So one of the travel agents has some customers coming to the eco resort in a few weeks, and they want a tour of the property but don't want anything to do with the timeshare information. How can they achieve that?
They can do it with me directly. If they come to the property, I can set up a quick site inspection and show them the property. No problem.
Thank you. Do you provide weddings? And if yes, how many weddings per day?
We do up to 3 weddings a day, and in Sandos Caracol this specific year, if I'm not mistaken, in my mind, it's on point. It's going to be over 280 weddings this year alone. So, yep, we do a lot of weddings in Sandos Caracol.
Right, and actually, if you're interested in Sandos weddings, you can go to Wheels Up Network Sandos Sales Tools and Resources page, which we will show you a little bit later, and you can find all of the wedding flyers there. So another question: do you provide shuttle service between the Sandos hotels in Playa del Carmen?
We do not. We do not. You do have complete access to both of the properties. If you stay in Caracol, you have access to the Playa Car and vice versa. But transportation is not included. A taxi ride will be about 20 $25 if I'm not mistaken. Maybe a bit less. Maybe a bit less.
Thank you. Can you please repeat one more time your email address?
Not a problem. It's sales.caracol@sandos.com.
Thank you. Again, if any of the agents has more questions, please feel free to type them in, and we will answer them. And for now, I'm going to pass it on to Chris.
All right. Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. We're actually just going to quickly take over the screen right now on my end. And we're going to actually show everybody what Wheels Up Network is right now. If there and any of the agents does have any questions, please feel free to type them in while I am showing it to you, and then Kate will continue on with asking any questions. Just give me 1 second. Esteban, can you see the screen right now?
Yes, I can.
All right, amazing. So as everybody can see, this is wheelsupnetwork.com, and this is the main page for the website. For you to get to the Sandos Sales Tools and Resources, all you have to do is go to the Learn More section here, hit Sales Tools and Resources right at the bottom. And everything on this page right here is in alphabetical order. So all you have to do is scroll down, hit that Sandos logo, and you will find all the necessary information you need on this page. So you'll have your own property maps. So you can actually click the images and you will be able to download them. We do have a carousel over here of images from the different properties. We have information about each property here, and then you will be able to also download your own information right down here with the fact sheets as well. We do have, some of the archived videos. We also have more information about the different resorts, and anything that's on our website, courtesy of Sandos Hotels and Resorts, will populate on the side here, and you will be able to click them and kind of go around to see what Sandos is up and coming news is. All right, does anybody else have any questions?
No, see.
Nothing so far.
Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
Esteban, it just means that you did a really good job. That's all that matters, right?
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
We did just get a comment in saying thank you for a great webinar.
Oh, thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
All right. So I will actually be closing off the webinar today. So just a reminder to everybody, there will be a winner for the 5-night stay for 2 adults and 2 children at Sandos Caracol Eco Resort. That winner will be announced in the follow-up email that goes out tomorrow. So please make sure you do open that up. I just want to say on behalf of the Wheels Up Network team, and thank you, Esteban, for everybody who stayed on today for the webinar and joined us.
It was my pleasure. Once again, everybody, if you have any other questions, you already have my email, and you can get more information, of course, in Will's Up. If you need anything, we're at your service.
All right. Thank you, everybody, so much. Have a great day.
Bye bye.